Hi guys, how are you? I hope all is well. Okay, first off, I want to say if I sound under the weather, I am. I have been sick. Let's see. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Gonna be a week now. Tomorrow will be 7 days. Uh, I'm, I'm okay. I'm alright, guys. I sound crazy. you know, like I sound really sick, and I probably sound worse than what I feel. But if you can only imagine what I have, um, I'm sure you can guess, what's going on with me. I don't want to get too much into it, but I also want to kind of just bring awareness to it. So this will be like a little chit chat, kind of do my nails or watch me work type of video. It's not really gonna be all about that. I just really want to kind of let you guys know that thing didn't go anywhere, right, guys? It didn't just dissipate and kind of float up into the clouds and go away like we all feel and thought that it did or it should. Sorry guys, I just wanted to cut into the story really quickly and just let you guys know that I love these two polygel colors together. I think I'll do another set with these two colors together. I just wanted to say that really quickly. Also, that I see this method done all the time, but I've never tried this method myself. So I'm really proud of myself that I was able to accomplish this. I was trying my hardest when I was recording this video to get really good angles. So I hope that I did a good job. And I hope that I'm able to help somebody out because it wasn't really easy to record, but I did my best. Okay, back to story. But being immunocompromised and with this thing that's going around, it can really do some damage, and it can just really, I don't know, but I'm kind of like a person who thinks a lot, and I always like, because you're kind of like, well, hello, if we got the vaccine, so why are we still in this mess? Or like, why did this happen or that happen? Or why did I get sick? Or why did I get sick again? Or why did I get sick multiple times? Or, why did I get sick and I got these symptoms and symptoms, excuse me, and that person got sick and they didn't get those symptoms. We all are going to handle it differently. It's all different for everybody. So, I just think that everybody treats this thing differently. There are a lot of people. Guys, I didn't take my mask off until just recently. Maybe a few months ago is when I just started to kind of get a little bit more comfortable with, removing my mask around certain people in certain places. But you still have to be very careful. A lot of people are comfortable with this, thinking that this thing has just gone away. And if it's not just this thing that we got going on, guys, there's other things in this world and other sicknesses and diseases and viruses and things that are going on that we should be protecting ourselves from also. It's not just this thing that's going around. So, but I also think that people should be more kind of respectful and aware, conscious, I don't know what the word is, for others, because I think that's where lies the problem. Because also, like, if you're not somebody that is constantly like on top of things, or on top of your health, and oh well, I feel a certain type of way, it's just allergies. How do you know it's allergies? You should probably test and make sure that it's not allergies, so that you're not going to work or going out in the world and thinking that it is allergies and it's not, it's something else. So that's what I mean about, people need to be doing a little bit more. Because somehow, some way, I mean, I haven't been around any people that have been sick at all. No way, no how. I'm very cautious and careful at work. I'm always wearing gloves, washing my hands, keeping distance from people. When we speak, we don't get too close. You know, I'm never in like really close quarters with people except for like at work in certain areas, and you know, even then can be dangerous. You know, I'm very cautious when I go out. Um, it took me 3 years. It took 3 years for me to get sick, and I was one of those people that I'm like, I wasn't saying that I was never gonna get sick, but I was like, oh my gosh, I can't. I'm kind of nervous too because I'm high risk, and I can't. That can't happen. You know, like I can't get sick, and so then I got sick, and then I'm not gonna say that it was easy the first time last year, but I mean, it was rough, but this time, guys, oh my gosh. If I were to record myself, I should have done that. But I just don't know how YouTube handles this stuff now. And if you can't tell, I haven't even said the word yet because I know how sensitive and stuff YouTube can be about certain topics and things. And so that's why I didn't want to get too into it. But I really want to let you guys know that this thing has not gone anywhere. Please wear your masks, wash your hands, be careful for the ones around you, be cautious. Even if I was the type that we didn't really have to get tested anymore, and I was still testing myself because I just wanted to be sure for myself and for others around me. I didn't want to be sick, and I didn't want to get anybody else sick. And sometimes you will not feel any symptoms at all. At all. You will not feel nothing. You might feel a little itch in the throat or a little sneeze and think, that's just allergies. That's just a cold. You know, maybe, I don't know, my head got a little wet from the rain or something, or the AC was a little turned up too cold, you know, and maybe my head got, that's what I originally thought. I'm not going to lie to you guys. If you hear noises in the background, that's my dog playing with her little crinkle toy. That's what I thought. If I didn't test, I would not have known a thing. I think it should still be required to be tested. So to back up a little bit, last week I was fine. All week, fine at work. Came Saturday, woke up, and I was like, oh, I went to talk, and like my throat was a little, scratchy. And also like, not that I lost my voice, but I went to go speak, and like I almost didn't have a voice, if that makes any sense. And at that point, I just thought, maybe I just got a little head cold. I don't know. That was weird because yesterday I was fine. The whole week I was fine. But what we did is that last week, it was a little hot and humid. And so we had the air on. And so, maybe we had a little bit too low. And I thought, well, maybe my head got a little too cold and maybe I'm getting a head cold. First thing that I thought, I'm not going to lie to you guys. That is the first thing that came out of my head. I do not suffer with allergies. I rarely ever get sick, like I was telling you. Knock on wood, thank God. And yeah, I was just out. That thing wasn't in my head, I was just like, no, like my head got too cold because, the air was blowing maybe a little bit too close to my head, and I got a head cold. So Sunday came when I started to cough more, guys, and I was like, okay, what is this? But I'm not thinking anything of it. I'm like, all right, I'm getting a head cold. Like, darn. Next day, I started coughing more. And I started sweating and chills. And I was like, oh, this is not normal. I started to get some pressure and pains in my chest. And I said, okay, this is not okay. Started to increasingly feel worse. Now, this is day 6. And this was on day 2 and 3 that I'm talking about right now. And so I was like, okay, well, what is this? I started to feel worse, and the sweat to the chill, and I was like, and a little bit of body aches. Never lost my smell or taste, never ever. But I finally said to myself, I said, you know what? Let me test. I had a couple tests, and I said, let me test. If I didn't have this test, I would not have been able to test. Therefore, I would not have known, and I probably would have just gotten sicker and sicker and sicker and not known what in the world was going on. So I tested, and it quickly came out positive, very quickly positive. And I said, oh no. In my head, I was like, no, I didn't want it to happen. But then again, at the same time, in my head, there was a possibility that maybe, right? So when it said that, I was like, oh no, I was upset. But then I was like, well, what am I what am I gonna do? I gotta deal with it now, right? I've had it once and I dealt with it then, and I can deal with it. I can deal with it this time, is what I thought, and I did. I'm finally trying to get over. Over it, and I'm on the mend. And I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I'm still under the weather, and I don't know if you can hear my breathing. But that is what's going on. But days ago, maybe 3-4 days ago, I wouldn't have been able to talk to you guys at all. Although I should have, so that you guys could have seen, like, oh my goodness, you know, maybe there are some people that kind of want to know and hear, you know, true story, what really goes on when things like that happen. Maybe there are some people that hasn't happened to yet. And so hopefully this story might help you out to just kind of know, I don't know, how I was feeling and how I found out and how I dealt with it and things like that. So being high risk, this thing that when it first came out, I was very nervous because I was like, I really can't get sick. I don't know what could happen to me. I mean, I could end up in the hospital or worse. And I definitely don't want that to happen. So this last time, guys, this was, I almost had 911 on speed dial because this one was a scary one. This one was a little bit stronger. I I really don't want to get into too much. I will tell you guys like what I kind of felt like symptoms wise and how I felt, how I kind of got over it. But the way that I felt, like the pain that was in my chest and me not really being able to breathe was very, very scary. And I was very, very close to going to the hospital, extremely close. But I kept praying. I just kept saying, okay, I'm going to be okay. And if there's any milliseconds in my head, is that a word? There's a half a second, I'm going to the hospital. Because you don't mess with that stuff and then you can get, I think there's a COVID, I said the word, there you go. There's a pneumonia that I think is like, could be something that you can pick up too. So that was something that I was worried about, and it felt like it at first because I was like, why is it so much in my chest? It was like really, really bad in my chest. Think about having an elephant or an extremely heavy object just sitting on your chest for several days, all day, all night, and you are trying to breathe, and it's a struggle. It's a struggle. So imagine that on someone that is asthmatic, has asthma. That's tough. That is tough. So I feel for the kids and elderly and people that really have underlying health conditions, and getting that on top of it can really, really do some damage. I know people personally that are living with long COVID right now. I said it again. And it just, there are people, that get this thing and you end up living with like long-term symptoms, it feels like almost, and they kind of never go away. I'm not sure because I don't, that hasn't happened to me, so I'm not really sure, but I do know people that has happened to, and they have to be on a medication or, and that changes your life because that's not how your life was before. And it's really, really, really scary kind of thinking and knowing, okay, or wondering, not knowing, but wondering like what can happen. Or, it's scary because every single day it was getting worse. I thought it was going to get better, but it was getting worse. And the tightness was just getting worse and worse. So I drank a lot of tea. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie, I didn't take any medicine at all. I took no medicine. I drank a lot of tea, lots of cough drops. But the cough drops that I got were for like, I already forgot. They were like for bronchitis. I didn't have bronchitis, but they were for that. And like for your throat. But they were really, really, really good. Lots and lots and lots of water and orange juice. I took a bunch of warm or cool showers depending on how I felt, because I was sweating and then freezing and then sweating and then freezing and then sweating and then freezing. And on top of that, not really being able to breathe, coughing on top of that, and then having pain from coughing because you're doing so much coughing. And then not being able to sleep or eat. I didn't really have an appetite. I just within these last 2 days have been able to actually eat something. Sleeping, forget it. Maybe the last night or two, I have been able to sleep because my cough has been subsiding and getting better. So I've been able to actually sleep because I haven't been coughing as much. But yeah, I think my body has just been fighting it off. I'm still, out of 100%, I'd probably say 80%, because I've still got some pressure and some pain in my chest. I still got a little bit of a cough. And yesterday I was going hot to cold. Today I haven't really gone hot to cold, which is good. I did have a little bit of a temperature. I had 100.7 temperature. Probably should have went to the hospital, but like I said, we listen to our bodies. We know when we need to bring our bodies to the hospital, and if I felt like I needed to, I definitely would have. Anybody listening to this video right now probably would have said, girl, you should have went to the hospital. And I hear you. But I really didn't feel like I needed to. I felt like I could control my temperature, because when I was really, really hot, I would get into a cool, not freezing, a cool shower, or a cool, or I would fill up the tub and kind of sit there and soak. And if I was having a lot of chest pain, I would get in the tub and fill it up with as warm to hot as I could go if I wasn't sweating. If I wasn't sweating so much, because that would just make you hotter. And when I wasn't spiking that fever, and I would get in there and I would just let the warm to hot water just hit my chest. And so something about the steam and the heat was really, really helping my chest a lot. I'm an asthmatic, so I have an asthma pump. That helped me out a lot. Vicks Vapor Rub, I used that a lot. Did I say tea, lemon, honey? I didn't drink too much tea, but yeah, just lots and lots and lots and lots of water. I can't tell you how much water I drank, and that's really all I did. I know that if I went to the doctor, they probably would have gave me some sort of medication that I probably didn't need for my body. I am vaccinated several times, and I still, for the second time, guys, have gotten sick. So I just want you all to be aware and know that this thing is still going around. It didn't go anywhere, so please just be careful, be cautious. Careful for the ones around you. And yeah, I hope that you are enjoying this video. I'm probably going to stop talking for the rest of this video so you could not hear anything else about my sickness. But I really wanted to let you guys know what was going on with me, and the reason that I sound like this, and the reason that I haven't recorded. So yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well. Please take care of yourselves and each other. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I actually just got a package in the mail from Betty Cora, so I will be doing a review for you guys, hopefully in the next video, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for listening. And once again, please, please, please take care of yourselves. I was just thinking, I was like, I really want to get back into stamping. I used to do so many stamping videos. I think I'm going to get back into it. I don't know what was going on here, but I don't think I had 100% acetone in my dispenser. That is what happened. So I'm probably going to push it to the side and clean it up later because I didn't have time to mess with this plate right now. So you're probably going to see me push it to the side and I'll just deal with it later. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that this wasn't like it wasn't intended to be like a sympathetic video, you know, to get sympathy. I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on with me and to please be careful because this was not fun. This was really not fun. Like if I could have recorded how I sounded, how I looked, it was scary and I probably would have scared somebody. And I'm not trying to scare you guys, but it's just the truth and it's not a joke. It's not funny, it's not fun. And just remember that everybody gets it differently. Everybody is going to handle this differently. Everybody is different. Everybody's immune systems are different. So thank you guys for listening. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Stay tuned for that Betty Cora video. I will be posting that very, very soon. Love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Or talk to you soon. If you enjoy this video, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video.